Welcome. My name is Thomas Richard Kilstrom, and I'm here in my chair at Planet Fitness, where I like to chill out a little bit and get a little massage and talk to you about fire prevention training. Here's the thing is the holidays are upon us, right? And we want to make sure everyone's safe out there. My friend Donnie King, he's the fire marshal here in New Britain, and he gave me these calendars to hand out, and I'm going to make sure that when I'm handing them out that I educate you on things you need to do, just like it says in the calendar here once you flip through it. It's important, to have that prevention, so this way you don't have a fire that somebody can get hurt, right? And now that it's the holidays where everybody has a Christmas tree, and they put lights on it. Let me just advise everybody right off the bat. Those lights are great, but make sure you shut them trees off at night. Never go to bed with the tree lit, because a spark could start a fire, right? And trees can go up in a second. So please, always shut your trees off at night when you go to sleep, right? Just like candles, right? Never leave a candle burning, right? When you go to sleep, they're great, and they're great for having around the house during the holidays, but blow them out, right? Because something can happen, you can get knocked over, anything can happen at any point in time, and then a fire can get started, and we want to keep everybody safe out there, right? So one of the other things Donnie gave me was he gave me this great smoke detector, right? And let me just put this down for a second and tell you about smoke detectors. So first off is you need to check the batteries on a regular, right? And every 6 months, but test them, right? And for coming into the holidays here, test them. Make sure those smoke detectors work, because if they go off, then you're going to be able to catch that fire before it happens, right? And save some lives so nobody gets hurt. But here in New Britain, we're giving out calendars, and if you call the fire department, they will install one of these smoke detectors for free. I'm sure the surrounding towns have something similar, because the firemen would rather come out there and install a smoke detector for your safety than come out there and have to save you from a burning house or building, because they can get injured too, and we want to make sure they're safe through their holiday seasons and home with their families, rather than coming out there in the middle of the night because somebody didn't take the time to put a smoke detector in when they're free. And all you have to do is call the fire department, not 911 obviously, that's only an emergency, the fire department, and they will come out and install one of these for free, okay? And I'm going to give you one of these calendars, and I'm sure they have other people and other ways of distributing these calendars. The point being is these calendars are awesome, and there's a lot of fire prevention in these calendars, right? Like for instance, fire extinguishers. Fire extinguishers are really good to have in your house, but you need to check them. You need to make sure that they work, because a non-functioning fire extinguisher is not going to help you out. I used to always carry one in my car just in case, right? That's that Boy Scout in me, right? You got to make sure that you have a fire extinguisher, in case somebody needs help, right? You can put out that fire in an emergency, right? Another thing that's good to have in houses is hanging ladders, right? Because if you're on a second floor or third floor, or where you can't just jump out the window, well, they make metal ladders that you can just hook onto the side of the windowsill and drop them down, and you can climb out of the house. So those are good to have on hand. But the thing about it is you want to make sure it's readily available, as well as have an escape plan, right? Because if there's a fire, well, how do I get out of my house? What's the fastest way? Can I get off a window? Is there a ledge, right? What happens if I jump off, at a certain height? But just know how to get out of your house in case there's a fire, right? Because it could be, anywhere in your house, right? But if there is a fire and there's smoke, make sure you stay low. And obviously, if for some reason you do, start to catch on fire, and in general with fires, you want to stop, drop, and roll, right? You want to roll that fire out, right? And be safe, when doing it, right? Here's another thing as well as, when it comes to children, right? They do have stickers, that you can put in the windows to identify where the children are in the house. So this way, the firemen will go to them first. So I advise, grabbing some of those stickers and put them on your children's windows, right? Another thing to keep in mind is cigarettes, right? People smoke, in their houses, and even though I'll advise you, not smoking is unhealthy. But point being is people do. Well, make sure you put your cigarettes out. Make sure there's nothing smoldering anywhere, because all it takes is one little spark and get on your carpet, or if that cigarette rolls out of that ashtray onto the floor, something bad can happen. So please be safe out there. Now, being it's colder out, people may have some cookouts or some bonfires outside. Well, it's also important to make sure when you're done, put those fires out. Don't leave anything smoldering. Get some water or get something to drown it out, because all it takes is one hot coal, and next thing you know, it can be up. Something can be up, bursting in flames again. So it's about safety here, right? Fire prevention, right? This is right from the fire department, and my friend Donnie King, the fire marshal. He wants to make sure everyone is safe out there. So please, out there in New Britain, well, if you see me, I'm going to be carrying these calendars, and I'm going to give you one, okay? And they're great calendars, as well as you can call the fire department for one of these smoke detectors, and they will come and install it for free and give you the fire detector. Your safety means everything to us here in New Britain. So please, call us, get a calendar, and listen to these words. Pay attention, because your safety is important through these holiday seasons. And throughout the year as well. But we know that families are going to be getting together, and the chances are greater, especially with trees around, all these lights lit up, that there's higher potential for fires. Safety is so important. So please, come see me, come see Donnie King, or call the fire department. Let's make sure you're safe. My name is Thomas Richard Killstrom. I'm a motivational writer and speaker, and I speak in support of all firemen and all first responders. But it's all about safety, right? And it's all about your safety and how you can prevent it. Because that prevention goes a long way in saving lives. Thank you so much, and keep us safe out there, everyone. Be safe, and I love you. Coming at you from New Britain. Bye now.